Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your healing reading. I'm sorry that yours is coming out much later than the other signs. These are just a lot for me, and I have had to recharge. I didn't even do the weeklies because I've been recharging from these healing readings. So I'm finally back to full strength, and so I'm ready to do the last 3 for you guys. And you know, everything happens for a reason, and I wanted these out much sooner, but they wouldn't have been as good, you know. I've really got to be in a certain vibe. So Capricorn, the point of this reading is I'm going to pull 4 different personalities and stories, and these are people coming through that want to heal with you, Capricorn. This could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a romance, and I've pulled the court cards from 4 different decks and put them all together to pull forth the personalities, so I have a lot to choose from. I am also leaving this open to passed on loved ones, so if you feel the personality I'm speaking of and the story coming through is that of a passed on loved one, that could very well be the case. So Capricorn, let's get in and see who wants to heal with you. All right, the first personality coming out is a water energy. So this could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this could just be somebody who is very in tune with their emotions when it comes to you right now. This being the messenger of emotions, this here is a younger energy to me. I typically would view this as a child or somebody who just isn't super mature, experienced, worldly. Okay, so it's a younger type of energy coming through. But this person, you know, whatever has caused the distance and disconnection, there's a lot left within them that they want to say to you. There was a lot that they didn't say, but it's of a positive nature. Okay, so this to me feels like you can't see eye to eye, somebody acting really petty, really immaturely, them being very emotionally based and driven, okay, which can be hard for you to relate with because it feels like they're overly emotional and sensitive. They're easily triggered, and so they take a lot personally, is what I'm feeling with this energy. Or they could feel that way about you, that you're very oversensitive and that you take things very personally or more deeply than they should, or than they were intended, okay? So this person, Capricorn, despite what's happened, there's a lot of love and tenderness in their heart for you, a big desire of forgiveness and healing coming from this person. Next out, we have the bringer of roses, which this would be, you know, another energy that's younger, not as young as this. This is typically somebody 30 years of age or younger. This could be male or female. This could be male or female. This is earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, or fellow Capricorn. Or this could be somebody who is just very practical, very well off, very stable, very focused on career. This could be somebody who is more focused on like their goals, their dreams, their ambitions, rather than you know, giving proper attention to relationships. It's not that they don't care, it's just they're very driven and focused on themselves. And so I feel there's a lot of confusion in this person as to why you guys can't get along or can't figure it out, or kind of even like whatever happened to cause the distance and disconnection. It's like they don't get it. They could have been very insensitive, kind of distant, you know, aloof, not very, if it was romance, like not romantic, not compassionate, but they don't realize that. Like you could say it to them, but there's like this disconnect, like they don't get it. They're like, well, I'm not failing you. Like, I don't understand. That's trivial what you're asking of, you know, like that. I just get that type of vibe from this person. But Capricorn, they do desire to heal with you. All right, next out is the bringer of thoughts. Ooh, that That one fail. Okay, so this here could be male or female. This is somebody 30 years of age or younger. That's the energy, like the maturity level that I'm picking up. As air, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. With this, apology and facts and truth revealed. This is somebody who I feel is taking accountability, Capricorn, for whatever's gone wrong between the two of you. This is definitely, out of these first three energies, this is somebody who knows, like they get it, they know what happened, they know what's wrong, and they do want to like set the record straight with you. They do want to apologize to you. This person really wants to heal with you, Capricorn, and come back into your reality for whatever this energy represents, okay? But also this being like the air, this could be a passed on loved one coming through, wishing to bring you some closure and understanding to different things that you're still hung up on, okay? And last out, we have the feminine of karmic energy. So this feels like an energy that's 30 years or older, okay, the most mature energy coming out so far. This right here could also be earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, or fellow Capricorn. This is somebody who is a karmic relationship in your life, Capricorn, and you've learned a lot, probably been through a lot with this person, and despite everything, they truly desire healing or closure with you. They're just as messed up over things as you are, for sure, but this is coming through as a karmic contract, so we will keep pulling cards to, you know, absolutely verify that. But this one down here is coming through strongly as a karmic contract. So Capricorn, let's pull a chakra card here to look at this from a spiritual level. You know, what's going on in that space? Why is there this discord and disconnection? What's the greater lesson to be learned? Okay, so that was two that fell out, and so these feel like bonus to me, kind of where it's spirit is talking about how, you know, each one of these connections is bringing forth a different lesson inside of you. And now I didn't say that in the intro, I'm so sorry. You can resonate with one or two or maybe all of them, okay? If you're not resonating with one, that's fine. You don't have to resonate with all of them for this reading to be for you. You know, just go with the ones that fit. So with this messenger of emotions, we have the base chakra. So this is like feels very family type of energy and with nurturing. So this could be like a parent and a child type of relationship. So this could be either you having a disconnection with your own children or child, or you having a disconnection with your parent, okay? And that's what could be coming through right here for some of you. Definitely an energy where there's an older and younger person and there's discord. However, with this coming out, the base, like you guys are connected at the soul. This is part of your roots, whoever this person is. And therefore, I feel like you guys are going to overcome, you know, whatever has happened here to cause the discord between the two of you. Like you guys are going to overcome it, whether it is a child or just a person who is much more immature than you. There's a deep bond here, okay? It's like at the base, and that you don't leave that type of energy, okay? You will always find your way back to each other, okay? So with the bringer of roses, wow. So now we have the root chakra, and this is family. Okay, so these two very similar energies, but this one to me coming through as the base, this is like soulmate. You guys are, you know, meant to be for life. Like you guys will always work it out. Now this one here coming through with the root and family, there's more karma attached to this connection, okay? And, you know, this could be somebody you see as a family member, you know, blood family, or just like a really close friend, or even, you know, if it's like romance, like a marriage that ended or something like that. Whoever this person is, it has that element and that feeling of family, your people, long history, but also there's a lot of karma here, okay, that I feel needs to be balanced and resolved before this situation can actually, heal all the way, the right way, because this person, again, is very detached from things, and that's hard to relate to or to deal with. And it's like they've got a lot to learn. There's growing to do coming through as the bringer. It's like there's growing to do, just as there's growing to do here, okay? Over here with the bringer of thoughts, we have life purpose, and this is the throat chakra, okay? So this is 22, card 22. And this one here, Capricorn, this one feels very soul to me. Also, just with the stairway, the stairs and the door to the light, like a passed on loved one. So any of these could be passed on loved ones, but for some of you, this really feels like the portal, the strongest vibe I'm picking up so far of a passed on loved one coming through. And life purpose, you know, it's this here again is what I said, is like setting things straight, helping you heal, helping you mend, helping you work through anything that was unresolved or unfinished before the passing, even if you feel like they passed like too soon, too young, okay? There is some of that, because again, this could be like an energy of somebody who is 30 years of age or younger, but it's like there's purpose to their life, and everything that happened, like that was their plan for this life journey. And you know, from our embodied perspective, we don't always understand that because we're very emotionally based, but you know, in the non-physical, it's a different perspective, it's a different vantage point. In the, you know, it's not all these human emotions, attachments, and connections that, you know, shape the perception. It's, you know, of the Most High, the truth, the multiple truths to every perspective, okay? And so that's like the energy that they're trying to bring in for you to help you understand that, okay? For those of you where this person is embodied, this to me is, you know, they're really taking ownership and accountability, and they see you as somebody that they want in their life, that's supposed to be in their life like long term, and they're really figuring themselves out. And there is going to be a conversation here, Capricorn, and maybe in the past it's like communication was really hard or just non-existent, and when you guys do come back together and have a conversation, it's much different. There is a lot of spiritual energy coming through, the words of them, of you, like divine healing going on through the conversation that you guys will share, okay? Lastly, with this karmic, we have the base chakra, and we have grounding, okay? This, to me, is just really confirming that karmic energy that I'm picking up, you know, through that card there, where you've learned a lot. And also with this being the base, man, Capricorn, whoever this person is, you guys had a lot of unresolved karma from previous lifetime, like no question whatsoever. So, you know, whether this is somebody who's just put you through like so much, or this is somebody who you've loved really hard and it ended really badly, like there's so many different ways this karmic energy could have been playing out between the two of you, okay? And this is just a general reading, but it's like unresolved energies from your previous life, like where you guys left things off before. And I kind of feel like there was a lot like left undone, a lot unsaid, maybe even like a bit of betrayal. Man, this one here is a way different vibe than all of these, even though this one can involve some karma, Capricorn. This one is intense, okay? And so from all of these relationships, look at that. We have the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. I am presence and psychic development. So there's been a lot of soul growth going on, Capricorn, for you with each and every one of these relationships. If you relate to all of them or just to one of them, it has a lot of soul growth attached to it, okay? And also iterating that karmic, like the resolvement of that, and in that process, like this lifetime, it elevates you, and there's a bit of a spiritual awakening happening attached to that resolvement, kind of like, even if you're already quite spiritual, Capricorn, it's like you are finding a new part of you, a new part of your soul that you have been dormant to. All right, so all of these very spiritually based, like for your growth. So let's pull some messages, like things left unsaid, or just extra information and insight around these connections and what's going on. All right, so for this messenger of emotions, we have heart energy. I hope we can mend the past. I really want you in my life again. Yeah, there's that strong sentiment right there, Capricorn, of this one really wanting to heal with you. And again, I feel like this is like parent-child, or just like you are very wise and mature compared to this other person, and they miss you so much. Like, messages from the heart is what's on this card, okay? And the first message coming out is a heart message. So yeah, this person here, Capricorn, really wants healing with you. Bringer of roses, we have their tribe first, regardless of fault. Okay, so with this, Capricorn, this is where people have taken sides. And with this card coming out, pretty much what's going on is, regardless of this person, what they've said, what they've done, what the problem is, the people around them, even though they know and they could agree with you, they're not going to agree with you to this person's face, okay? It's like they're letting you know that regardless of this person being right or wrong, like, we're gonna put them, like, we're on their side. So there's no real integrity with this. It's like, yeah, we know they're wrong, but we're going to be on their side anyways, because that's our peeps, that's our tribe, that's our family, okay? Even if you are part of this same family, Capricorn. So this person might feel justified more, or be in that place of confusion of what's wrong with Capricorn, because nobody in their space is giving them good advice and calling them to the carpet. They're just agreeing with everything they say. Okay, so there's your confirmation of that. Over here with Bringer of Thoughts, your tribe, emotional attachment is blinding you. Okay, so this here is people around you coming through. And if this is a passed on loved one, it's like this is a message that they're bringing you. It's like there's a relationship in your life, okay? Wow, maybe this karmic one that just dropped. There is a relationship in your life that you are, like, your emotional attachment is definitely blinding you to the truth of things, okay? So apply that where it fits. So as a passed on loved one message, like, that's what they're bringing through, is like there is a relationship in your life that is absolutely blinding you and like hindering your life purpose and journey because of the emotional attachment, all right? Now, as this, you know, being attached to this person, if this person's embodied, there's a lot of people around you, Capricorn, that feel like this relationship, this connection is no good for you, okay? It's like they see this person as walking on you, taking advantage of you, things like that, and you allow it due to your emotional connection and attachment to them. However, with the pairing of cards that have come out for their energy, Capricorn, there is a shifting, a changing in them. There is an accountability taking place for who they are and what they've been, okay? So they are stepping up. With this karmic, we have ego. I tried to control everything because I don't feel very in control of myself. So that's giving you a bit of insight into this person. First card out is ego. And that's just really her saying, you know, hey, I take advantage. I will control. I will dominate because I don't feel in control of myself. And, you know, this man, Capricorn, whoever this is, and, you know, so this male, female, that one's really strong as feminine energy. Could be a man who's very in tune with this feminine side, but I'm just going to keep referring to it as a female because she does feel like somebody who is very dominating, very controlling, not easy to get along with, like my way or the highway. And she's like that because she's very fear-based within. She doesn't like, you might find her to not be very emotionally warm, and it's because she, even in that space, she doesn't want her emotions to get the better of her, like love emotions, positive emotions, like anger and flip outs. Like, I don't feel like that's beyond her whatsoever. But to that vulnerability, forget it. Forget it. Okay, so let's pull some more messages, Capricorn. All right, so we have more heart energy. And this says, I'm mislabeling the emotions I'm feeling to avoid facing what I did to you. So there's a bit of an awakening happening in this person right here, Capricorn, and there's a lot of heart energy, okay? So I know that they are missing you, they love you, they know that they were wrong, okay? But they just got to work it out a bit more. They need to take some accountability here, okay? And I feel that's what Spirit is working on them with right now, is bringing them into a place of more emotional maturity and accountability. But man, Capricorn, they sure miss you and they love you. Like, they don't want to be apart at all. They don't like this distance and disconnection between the two of you. All right, the bringer of roses, we have some soul coming out. I have a lot to work out karmically right now. Okay, so this coming through, like I said, I felt a bit of karmic energy here just because this is the root. This is the intense karma over here. But I have a lot to work out karmically right now. What I feel is you definitely had some karma with this person. However, Capricorn, they've got a lot of life lessons about to unload upon them, okay? And through that process, I feel they may have a bit of an awakening and come to their full senses of, you know, what, who and what they are and why there's distance and disconnection with you as well as others in their life, okay? So this is Spirit letting you know they have a lot of karma to resolve, and through that process, like, they have an awakening, and until then, it's the same old story over and over and over, okay? Next out with this bringer of thoughts, we have soul. We have known each other before and a life apart from this one. So to me, this is kind of like a double entendre. With those of you, this is a passed on loved one. It's like a play on words, like, yeah, we've known each other, you know, in a life apart from this one, like saying you're still here embodied and now I'm here, you know, like that confirmation of that energy, but we are still very connected. Also, soulmates, okay, whether passed on or embodied, this person is definitely a soulmate to you, okay, and that's the most important thing here. And, you know, card 22. So regardless of what's gone on here, Capricorn, this is a very special connection in your life, okay? Or if it's a passed on loved one, they're very much guiding you and trying to help you get on track and resolve any, you know, unfinished business with them or just anything you're struggling with right now. And lastly, with this karmic, we have some heart energy coming out. You are a tough act to follow. I have realized you are truly one of a kind. Okay, so there is a bit of recognition from this karmic about you and your value and your worth and your place in her life, Capricorn. However, she's very ego-based, very ego-driven, works and operates from a lot of fear-based emotions. So with her, you know, this coming through as the base, I feel like your karma is balanced, it's complete, Capricorn, and it's really up to you how you go about this connection in the future, okay? Because with you are one of a kind, this person may definitely try to come back into your reality at some point, but are they going to say, hey, I was wrong? No. Are they going to try to make you feel like you're lucky that they're showing back up? Yes. It's like still that type of energy. This person really struggles to be authentic with their self or allow any sort of emotional vulnerability and intimacy, okay? They really struggle with that, Capricorn. So let's pull some more cards. All right, so this one flipped, the veil. Scorpio, could be a Scorpio energy, but with the veil, that's going with this middle energy, Capricorn. Yes, trust me, you know, whether it's one or all four, these connections have really grown you spiritually, triggered you, awakened you, and you have a lot of expansion taking place in that part of you. And through that, your intuition is much more sensitive. Some of you are awakening to spiritual gifts, okay? Just with the veil flying out. But more than that, Capricorn, it's like the veil is being lifted and you're being given glimpses and truths and insights about these relationships and connections and how they're feeling without you, and you need to trust that, okay? So with this messenger of emotions, look at that. We have destiny, sign 1111. Yes, you and this person are soulmates, definitely meant to come back together at some point, Capricorn. They just have a lot of maturing and growing to do. And when you see 1111, that's spirit giving you confirmation. Okay, now this could, like I said, any of these could be a passed on loved one. And if this is a passed on loved one right here, man, they are still very much with you, Capricorn, and that 1111 is highly significant as a message and understanding in hearts, okay, because the hearts kept coming through. So hearts and 1111, very significant for this person, whether they are embodied or they're transitioned, okay? Those signs and synchronicities are from spirit about this relationship, or a passed on loved one. That's them directing those signs and synchronicities into your reality. Bringer of roses, look at that. We have consciousness, the eagle. This right here, Capricorn, is just letting you know everything I've said. Like, there's a lot of life that has got to be lived for this person, for them to fully awaken and just have a good dose of who they are and see it, because the people around them don't tell them the truth. And maybe that's why you got pushed out and pushed away, because you did call them to the carpet. You did call them out, all right? And they didn't like that very much. That might be why you got pushed away. It's because nobody else in their life is doing that, and you spoke the truth, and that might be just a little too much for them to take right now. But they will grow, they will mature, okay? I have a lot of work karmically right now. If this is a passed on loved one, to me, they left kind of like they were, it feels like their life was just a mess. A lot of unresolved, unfinished karma before they transitioned. And, you know, this here is all of this letting you know in the non-physical, like they're seeing things from a different perception and planning that next life to resolve all of this, okay? This is like a work in progress right here, this energy, whether they are passed on or they are embodied, okay? Over here with the bringer of thoughts, we have manifestation, 1010. I like that card with all of this, because to me, this is letting you know there is going to be a conversation that allows healing and mending to take place between you and this person, okay? If this is a passed on loved one, this is them letting you know, like, it's time for you to grow and heal and forgive, and like, let's move forward. There's a manifestation upon you, Capricorn, okay? And 1010 is the sign, symbol, and synchronicity of that, whether embodied or transitioned, okay? 1010 is a very special symbol for this connection, this relationship. Under this karmic, okay, man, this here, so we have lifetime, a dove, and this right here, Capricorn, is where you or this person really believe, like, it's meant to be my whole life through with you. And, you know, a karmic can be with you all your life, okay? It's just with a karmic, it's like there's never really going to be the resolution that you seek. With a soulmate or a twin flame, eventually you're going to come to a place of emotional and spiritual maturity, because you both will have grown a lot. Like, that's part of your journeys, to, you know, be there and kind of be at similar vibrations along the way. And, you know, you guys get it worked out. But this here, with the karmic energy, it's just like it will always be the same thing over and over and over and over. No matter how much you grow, no matter how much they grow and change, it's because that's all you signed up for. Like, that's all your business with each other is that karmic energy resolution and the lessons that come forth in that. And so this here, I feel, is very challenging for you to let go of. You believe it's meant to be an entire lifetime. And I just feel like they always kind of come back into your reality. So Capricorn, just like always before, they want to work it out with you, okay? But you've got to decide, do you want to keep repeating this karmic cycle that you clearly don't need to? Because as passed on loved one, I feel like the information coming through here is speaking a lot about this. Like, it's done, it's finite. You don't have to keep going through that anymore. Like, let it go. But it's your life. You choose, you get to decide. And so this karmic, Capricorn, I really feel like you guys will have a chance for resolution. But again, it's not like they truly own anything or change. All right. So just putting that out there for you guys. So let's pull some tarot cards. All right, so here we have the Empress. There's more of that, like, parent-child energy, especially mother-child coming through, but also the healing that I know is going to come into this relationship. And now look at that, Queen of Cups. More like mothery, nurturing, healing type of energies. So Capricorn, this person really wants to heal with you, loves you, misses you so, so much, okay? Passed on loved one, really giving you a lot of healing, trying to help you out with all your trials, tribulations, everything that you're going through. So there with you. This here, Capricorn, I feel will heal definitely by the end of 2019, just because of all the love going on, okay? With the bringer of roses, we have strength, and we have the High Priestess. So this is that person working through their karma, Capricorn, and growing into a much stronger, more mature individual mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, okay? And once that takes place, I feel like you guys can reconcile and come back together. All right. Over here with this bringer of thoughts, we have the Five of Cups, a lot of sadness and remorse. And the Five of Wands, a lot of internal struggle and conflict. Yeah, this person is embodied, Capricorn. They are really feeling the repercussion of their actions, of their behavior, of their choices. And I feel like it's bigger than just with you, okay? They're getting a huge wake-up call, or they have had a huge wake-up call, and they really miss you, and they've really struggled with what's happened, the way it ended. And this is a 5 and this is a 5, which together would be a 10, right? And you've got the 10 card, 10 manifestation sign, 10-10. So I feel like 5-5, which is challenges and changes, turns into a 10, which is the completion. Something new manifests, and this person really taking accountability for their actions. All right. But also Capricorn, as a passed on loved one coming through, they're really trying to help you. If there was like just a lot of heartache or unresolved issues around their passing, or just between you and them before they pass, like, they're trying to help you move through that and heal and overcome, because again, it's hindering your life purpose, your life path somehow, some way, okay? Over here we have, under the feminine of karmic, we have the Chariot, and we have the Ace of Cups. Yep. Capricorn, they're going to come right back up into your world, and they're going to want to work it out with you, okay? But I just feel like it's the loop of the same thing that you've experienced with them over and over. there's just like this lack of willingness to change in that person. And again, I feel like you guys only had karma to resolve. And it might be like you're ready to just let go, walk away, and move on at this point. And it's like they keep showing back up, you know, into your world, into your realm, like, oh, I've changed, or give me another chance. And I just see that happening again, Capricorn, whoever that person is. I don't feel like they're gone. Like, I feel like they come back into your reality for sure. I mean, the only other way I could spin this really is if it's like a passed on loved one, where this lifetime you guys had a ton of karma to resolve and overcome with each other. And they were very stubborn, very prideful, very proud type of person before they transitioned. And now they're coming in really strong as like a whole different type of energy, you know, just because, you know, they're not embodied any longer and they see things from a different perception. And they're coming in really strong to help you overcome the damage and heartache and trauma that you experienced because of them, to help you open up to, you know, other tribe members that are meant to be positive experiences for you this lifetime, Capricorn. All right, so let's pull some cards to see what can help these relationships heal, or help you heal, let go, and find closure from them. And so we had one jump in the middle, and this says, get lost in the sound of music. So to me, that Capricorn is different songs that remind you of people, connections that are disconnected from you at this time, or passed on loved ones. That's a highly significant synchronicity and sign for you, okay? Also, doing some meditation, different sound frequencies will be therapeutic to help restore and balance your energy. All right, under this messenger of emotions, we have every soul has a story. You just got to understand, Capricorn, you and this person are just like so different in the way you see and experience and perceive the world. So different from each other, but the bond is here. It's so beautiful. They love you, you love them, you miss each other, you want to be back in each other's life. And with every soul has a story, it's like they need to give you the space to be you, and you need to give them the space to be them, because you guys are so different from each other, okay? With the bringer of roses, we have hope and love are always within your reach. So as this person right here, Capricorn, grows, expands, matures, they're gonna just have a complete shift consciously about you and what's been. And I feel like you can definitely have another go round with this person, okay? But it's only after they shift. Like, they've got a lot of work to do, a lot of karmic work to do. Over here with the bringer of thoughts, be the king or queen of the world you want. And this is, remember, the chakra is life purpose, Capricorn. So this right here, very, very strong for passed on loved ones energy, trying to help you awaken to your full potential, maybe even awaken some spiritual gifts and talents that you did not know you had before. But mainly, it's like trying to heal you from the inside out, to where you know your value, you know your worth, and you won't settle for anything less whatsoever, even if you did settle for less in that connection, okay, when they were embodied. Now, for somebody who is embodied, Capricorn, this here, to me, be the king or queen of the world you want. This is like where, when they finally, you know, come to you, you have this conversation and they take accountability and own up to themselves and their behavior, there's a big shift, and it's like you guys are equal, king and queen, or king and king, or queen and queen. You're on equal ground with each other, okay? Mutual respect, mutual maturity going on there. With this feminine karmic, meditate on the positive in your current life. So if this is passed on loved one, that's exactly what I said, like all the trauma and drama that was caused to you by this person, while they were embodied, they're definitely trying to help move you beyond that now that they have transitioned, Capricorn. But also with this person, if they are embodied, it's like focus on what you've gained from it. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. I feel like the positive raises your vibe and you're just done with that person. Like, I feel like they will always try to come back into your world. Always, always. But it's like you who rises above and you move on from it. Like, you don't want it anymore. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, Capricorn, is I'm going to pull messages from heaven. And so this will either be a message, if this is a passed on loved one, just as some final closure for you, or if this person's embodied, this will be a message from a passed on loved one giving you further advice about this connection and relationship. Okay, so let's see what comes out for you guys. All right, with the messenger of emotions, I see all of your thoughts. So if this is a passed on loved one, Capricorn, this is saying like you guys are still connected, have a telepathic connection going on, okay? And if they just pop into your head, it's because they're projecting that to you, and you can project your thoughts and emotions and questions to them at any time, okay? Just be open to the receiving of it through music, you know, through synchronicities. If you're spiritually gifted, you know, you can receive it that way, especially with the crown and the third eye coming through. As advice for this person, if they are still embodied, this is where you guys are very connected, you and this person, okay? Again, feels very much like a parent-child relationship, but does not have to be, just feels that way quite strongly to me. And you guys are soulmates. You guys will work this out. You are telepathically connected, okay? You're picking up on them, they're picking up on you, even if you guys are disconnected and not talking. Under this bringer of roses, we have my mind is free. So if this is, you know, a passed on loved one, all of that immaturity and selfishness and all of that issue that they had while embodied, it's like their mind is free now. They could have maybe even suffered a bit of depression, okay? But they're no longer in that space. They've evolved, they've expanded, and now they're, you know, giving you advice and guidance and helping you on your journey for your life path and your life purpose. As advice for somebody who is embodied, this is saying like, yeah, they've got to grow up. They've really got to expand consciously in order for you guys to be able to resonate with each other again, okay? With this bringer of thoughts, look at that. I am just a thought away. So as a passed on loved one, yep, they are with you. They're helping you heal. Same thing with this, where I said you can project your thoughts and emotions and they will respond. You probably dream about them and feel about them, okay? Because you're still like connected very strongly, but they are just a thought away. Remember that. And they also project thoughts to you. Now, as advice for somebody who's embodied, this is speaking again very similar to this, is having that telepathic, empathic type of connection where even if we're apart, you're always going to feel them, they're always going to feel you. And with this karmic, my death was painless, please don't worry or hold on to guilt. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward as passed on loved one coming through this portal with no extra advice for, you know, if this person's embodied, okay? As passed on loved one, this, she's letting you know, even though like we went through all of this and maybe you watched me go through a lot, like I am free now. And that could be what this Chariot and Ace of Cups is about, like I am free now. You know, I'm in a much better space than I was last time you saw me. Or, you know, even if this person wasn't struggling mentally or physically like that, there was a lot going on emotionally, okay? Where again, it's like I can't be authentic, I can't be vulnerable, I can't be truly emotionally intimate because I have to always be in control of things. And now it's like that energy is no longer there. They're very free, okay? She is very free, and she is trying to help you. And you see those birds coming from the hand there, and then, you know, here's this dove dropping that into the cup. That's just what I feel like. She's giving you soul manna, okay? She's trying to help you heal and mend from her passing, or if things were uncomfortable while embodied between the two of you, and, you know, with all your troubled situations and relationships, like she's really trying to help you with that, okay? So Capricorn, those are your messages for people who want to heal with you. I really feel like all of them have a potential for healing. It's just this being an embodied as a karmic is probably something that you would want to avoid. Also, the Hawaiian prayer, for those of you who really want to put the healing vibes out there and set the intention, all you need to do is think of the person you want to heal with, whether they were in the fault or you are in the fault of the situation, disconnecting. Just think about them, focus positive, loving energy towards them, and think in your mind or say out loud, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And, you know, just say that a few times, and then do that a few times throughout the day, because you're putting the intention out there to the universe, okay, to bring about healing. So you and this person are either going to heal and reunite, or you are going to heal within yourself, so you are able to let go and no longer be in pain about these connections, okay? So those are your messages, Capricorn. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.